All right. Fate of the Furious. Fast and Furious 8. Fast 8. Whatever you want to call it. Fate. You know, whatever you want to call this movie. This is my review for this movie. And it's going to be some slight spoilers. I don't really want to give anything away in case you didn't see the movie. I love for people to see things and be surprised. But there's going to be slight spoilers. If you don't want to know anything about this movie, don't watch this now and come back watch it later. If you watched it already, you can get my opinion on what I thought of the movie. I thought the movie was very good. I'm not gonna say great. It was very good. It was very fun, and it was entertaining. It was a blockbuster. And these are the type of movies you go to see just to be entertained. Great popcorn film. You sit there, eat your popcorn. You go with some of your buddies or some of your girlfriends, and not like guys with multiple girlfriends, but you know, a lot of people when you go have fun. That's what you watch these movies for. If you like any of the other Fast and Furious movies, you know what you're in store for. But they do up the ante. They give you something fresh. It stays familiar. It's very familiar. There's a lot of familiar stuff in this. But they do give you a lot of fresh new things. So it works. I have to say everybody's performance in this was as good as it should be. It was also, here's the thing. Vin Diesel. Dominic Toretto, you know what he's like. You know what he's about. It's a little different than the guy you saw in the first Fast and Furious movie. I think that happens when you get to like the 8th movie or 8th in a franchise. It's some characters going to change. Sometimes for the better, sometimes for the worse. Vin Diesel does an alright job at doing what he's supposed to do. If you liked him in the last 3 Fast and Furious movies or last 4, for goodness sakes, you're going to like him in this one. As everybody knows from the trailers, he turns rogue in this one. It's a good reason why. I believe it's a good reason why. But if you, like when you watch the film, you're going to be thinking to yourself like, he doesn't really want to be doing this, but he's doing this. It's you know, Charlize Theron was a great villain in this, and her motives for getting him makes sense. You know, when somebody's connected to somebody else that somebody encountered, and they're like, you did something with that person and it messed up what I wanted to do, so you need to do this for me. That's what she's doing to him. But how she gets him to work for her, very believable. And I like his performance. By the end of the movie, I would say that you're going to be satisfied on everything that you know why things went the way they went. Now, there are some timeline issues with this thing. I'm just going to say, like, you know, they messed up. Like, this is what happens when you try to put life into a franchise and you want to continue things and you mix up the timeline because you like certain characters like Han, and you want to keep them around for a while, and you know there's some timeline issues. Not just that, people are very forgiving in this movie with certain characters. I'm like, wow, really, really. A lot of the action in this is like I said, you know what you're expecting. I like the action in this. I think this franchise is more successful than another franchise that Vin Diesel was a part of, Triple X, because in Triple X you're like, nah, I don't believe you, Vin. Nah, you can't do that. Nah. In Fast and Furious, most of the action in here is realistic. I mean, except for stuff like, what was the last movie, Fast 7, when Vin Diesel get hit in the face with a crowbar. It has no bruises, no scars. But I believe Vin Diesel can, you know, knock a guy out one punch. I believe he can pick up and slam a guy the equal size of him. And I believe The Rock can do most of the stuff that he does. I mean, I saw him pick up the Big Show. He picked that guy. He's now a small guy. I believe Jason Statham can do all the stuff he can do. We all seen Transporter. And if you haven't seen it, go see that goddamn film. Any one of them. The first one's probably the best. The second one's pretty good. I like that one. The third one's okay. The action's top notch in there. And he does his own stunts. The guy knows martial arts. I believe he can do that stuff. But in Fast and Furious, most of the insane action is happening with the cars or with the vehicles that they have. And it's not really the people performing it. I mean, they're driving the cars and stuff. Stuff goes wrong. It don't always go good. People get hurt. There's stakes. People die. Sometimes main characters. So it's good. You know, it works. It works. And whatever the writers are doing, they're doing a fantastic job. The producers, everybody. I have to say that. Because I not once sat down and said, oh man, this movie's getting on my nerves. This series getting on my nerves. It just works. It works. And they're doing their thing. I like Charlize Theron in this movie. I liked her as the bad guy. I like to see a strong female character sometimes. I do, because I've always seen strong male characters, whether villain, bad guy, good guy, whatever. Strong female characters, especially in action flicks, and especially if they're a villain, fantastic for me. I love female villains. But I do like some good guys that are females too. I do. Trust me. I got a thing for crazy women, so maybe that's why I like women when they're villains. I give it a B. I give it a B. I really do, because it's just darn well put together. Except for those timeline issues, you will see them if you look hard enough. There's some things in this happening with Dominic Toretto, and I'm like, hold up, wait. Brian has a kid, and his kid was about how old in the last movie? He could talk. I know that. So what's going on with this time placement and stuff? Like, when did that happen? Like, what the hell? You're going to see what I'm talking about once you see the film. And if you already saw the film, let me know if you know what I'm talking about. Let me know what you thought about this. Did you enjoy it? Do you think they need to go on? They're making 2 more movies. That's what they said. They're making 2 more of these movies. And people got some ridiculous assumptions like, hey, are they going to go out in space? Shut up. But if they go in space, I really wouldn't be surprised, to be honest with you. If they make it work, I would be surprised. If the next film works and it end up being good, I would be surprised. If the one after that, the last one, works, I would be surprised. Because I'm surprised they was able to make 8 of these movies. And more than half of them good. Really good. Some of them really good. Kept getting better and better. They do, give like a shout out to Paul in this movie. They talk about him, and it's in a very subtle way, and it works. But you can notice, you really do notice that he's missing. Now, Scott Eastwood is new to this cast. I don't know if he's going to continue to be in these movies, but he works with Kurt Russell, who was in the last movie, and Kurt Russell's Kurt Russell. I'm a fan of Kurt Russell. Kurt Russell's great, so he's good. But he works with Kurt Russell. He works for the government, and I think some people were thinking, oh, he's the replacement for Paul Walker. He's the new pretty boy. Scott Eastwood, I like him in this movie because he's not trying to be his dad. He's not trying to resemble anything his dad would do in this movie, because I don't think his dad would do a movie like this. But, he's not his dad, so he's not being his dad. From what I've seen from him lately in films is he's just doing his own thing. He's taking roles that he likes or whatever is handed to him that he thinks he can do good, and he does his thing. You know what I'm saying? So I enjoyed him in this film. It was okay. It was okay. It's nice. It's already a big ensemble cast, so, throwing more people in there can never really hurt to me in this franchise. It's good fun. Good fun. Get yourself some popcorn, get a bunch of friends and stuff, and go see it. It's good. It's good fun. But that's my review. Fast and the Furious 8. Fate of the Furious. So let me know what you thought. If you like my video and my review, like the video. And if you want to see more, come on back. I'll see you next time.